guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Matilda Ola and I am a UK-based content creator, a Nigerian but UK-based content creator. I do fashion, lifestyle, real life talks and beauty. I'm going to be having a very long overdue conversation with you guys. Going to be talking about my moving into the UK, the processes, what happened after I got admission, all my process in depth, unfiltered, uncapped. Yeah, let's get right into the video. I'm just going to do like a quick backstory before I go straight into the processes and what documents you'll be needing. I came to the UK in 2021. I would say the process is short but long, brings out like all the emotions that you didn't even know you had. Like you'd be excited one minute, oh my god, I'm going to do my master's in the UK, and tomorrow you're like, oh my god, I am so frustrated. What is this? And you're going through your email every single second, but it's an amazing journey, and I am going to talk you through everything I went through. So I came to the UK because I wanted to further my studies. I studied entrepreneurship, so I didn't transition into another department or anything. So I wanted to do a master's in business management initially, but I changed my mind and did master's in international business. First thing you need to do if you're planning to move to the UK to study, you need to figure out what course you want to do, why you want to do that course, what schools you want to apply to, decide on what you're looking for. Like personally, before I started looking for my schools, I knew that I wasn't really bothered about the ranking of the school. I just wanted a school that offered like a couple of courses that I resonated with. It's very important to know what you want to do and why you want to do it. Like if you want to do cybersecurity, for example, you need to know why you want to do cybersecurity, because when you're writing like a personal statement and all the whatnot, you need to like be able to convince, not yourself, but convince the person that is reading, who obviously you do not know. So you need to be able to write a convincing personal statement to like get your admission. So once you've been able to come up with that, then go straight into looking for schools, explore. Google is open for everybody. Check out schools in the UK, check out schools in London, outside London. 3 things were very important to me because the modules that they were going to be taking, the school and where the school was located, and the money I was going to pay. Another thing that I was really looking into, but I was like, I just left that on the fence because I'm like, I could do without it, was to have a course where I would be able to do like internship or like a 1-year placement, but I didn't get that obviously. Anyways, so once you've done your research, I would say you should pick like about 5 schools. I had 5 schools in mind, but I applied to only 3. I applied to the University of West London, I applied to Coventry University and University of Chester. I applied to those 3 because I was confident I was going to get admission from one of them. Literally, my confidence was high up. Tip number 2, I think. Do apply to like as much universities as you can. Like, it's very important. Now let's talk about the documents you need. You need to have a current valid passport. Without that, you cannot even do anything. Like every other process that follows that is just going to be in vain if you do not have a passport. So if you're a Nigerian, do have a Nigerian passport. Once you have that, go and apply to the schools. Application is very direct and simple. There is nothing too hard about it. It's just basically like the application form is just there, straight to the point, easy for anyone to actually understand. Follow the instructions, put in the documents you need. They will ask for your university certificate, they'll ask for your WAEC result, they'll ask for your personal statement, they'll ask for some information like, oh, have you ever traveled before? When was the first time you've traveled? That's if you've traveled out of the country before. Have you ever like had a visa refusal? Why was it refused? What date was it refused? So it's very important to have all your documents, all your dates in check. Everything must be right because it's literally the foundation to your stay in the country. So whatever date you're going to be putting down, just make sure it's very accurate and you're not misleading anybody. You're going to send your application in. If the school is not okay with the information or the documents that you've provided, they will send you an email, which is why it's very, very important to put in an email that you receive notification on your phone. Not laptop, not iPad, I know it's a carry up now, your phone. So you'll be able to answer whatever query or whatever questions they have for you. If you don't want to apply to this yourself, there are agents who actually do that. One downside to going to an agent is if you've done your research with schools and you know the schools you want to apply to, probability of the agent not having those schools is higher than them having it. So I would say if you want to use this alternative method of using an agent, just go there directly and don't bother doing like research. They will give you a list of schools and then you can do that research and pick out of the list of schools that they have. The plus side, you have like an 80% chance, between 80 and 90% chance of actually getting an admission, as against if you do it yourself, which is about 60% chance. After you've applied to your schools, the next thing that comes up is conditional offer. So what conditional offer basically means is that you've got admission, but there are either a couple of documents that you need to provide, also a bank statement, and a deposit of your school fees. Sometimes you might need to do like a genuine intention form to show your genuinity to wanting to come to study and why you want to come and study. Now, deposit of the school fees, I think at that time was about 30%. Now I think it's been increased to 50%. I am not sure, but so it depends on the school you apply to. Some will ask for half payment, some will ask for 30%, some will give you like a specific price. Let's say your school fees is about £11,000. They might just say, okay, pay £3,000 out of it, pay £5,000 out of it. So it depends on the school you apply to. For bank statements, the bank statement literally is just basically to make sure that they're aligned with what the UK government is requiring from us, the immigrants. Your bank statement needs to show that you can afford to live in the UK for 9 months. If your school is in London, that will be £1,334 every month times 9 months. That should be in your account. And if your school is outside London, that would be £1,023 multiplied by 9 months, and that should be how much they should find in your bank statement. That amount of money is not inclusive of your school fees. Your statement must show that you are capable and you can afford to live in the UK for 9 months without any itch or any struggle or being low on money. So after you've provided all the documents and the school is satisfied, they will send you a CAS letter. Now this CAS letter is all you need to apply for your student visa, which is a tier 4 visa. Now once you have the CAS letter from the university, it literally counts to about 70% of a successful visa application for the UK. Next step is to go to the UK VI website. It's very, very easy. All the instructions are on there. You apply for the student visa, and if you're using an agent, it's a high probability that your agent is going to sort all the visa application for you. If you're doing it by yourself, then what you need is your bank statement, a valid and current passport, a couple of documents like your CAS letter, proof that you've paid IHS insurance health surcharge. That is £624, I think, for a year. This is actually the rate for 2023. It might change anytime, but right now that is the rate. You need to do a tuberculosis test. It's one of the vital things that needs to happen. I did mine in Lagos. I can't remember exactly the name of the company I did it with, but I did it in Lagos, and I think that's where most people do it, if I'm not mistaken. I think I paid 50,000 or 70,000 naira at that time. I don't know how much it is now. If you pay online, they will give you a date and you go on the appointment day, you do your tuberculosis test, and most likely collect your result on the same day. Another thing you need for your visa application is if you have a sponsor, you need to get a sponsor letter from the person, like a letter that says that, hi there, I am the sponsor of this person, and I will be funding a school, and I approve for this person to use my bank statement. If you do not have a sponsor and you're the one funding yourself, then you don't need that letter. All you need is just to pay your IHS fee, pay your visa fee, get a tuberculosis test, and yeah, do your biometrics. Biometrics is very simple, very easy. You will give you a day to come in to do your biometrics. When I went to do my biometrics, like there were actually like some people that had to go back home because they forgot something. Don't forget anything. Just to be on the safe side, carry your old document. If you can carry your old house, take everything with you. And once your biometrics is done, you sit down and wait for them to send a message or an email to you stating that you can get your passport. So result is out. Result is out. So basically, that's literally what happens. The process is very nerve-wracking. I can remember when after I did my biometrics, the 2-3 weeks I had to wait for the message. You know what really annoys, because it's like working days. So Saturday and Sunday is not counted. So it felt so long to me. And I was so like, oh my God, when is this thing going to come? I was so worried. Like, it's not even funny. It was not easy. I feel like that's the most stressful and nerve-wracking part of like the whole process. Like, oh my God, when is this thing going to come? Like every single day you're checking your email. I had to be like the most stressful, emotionally stressful moment of my life. The most in this end. Even adulthood did not stress me like that. But once you get your visa, every other thing can follow. In my next video, I am going to be talking about what you need to bring, what things you don't need to bring to the UK so that you can avoid overpacking, what happens after you arrive at the airport, how to get your accommodation even before you get to the UK. So I will see you in my next video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on the post notification, and drop a comment. I love you guys. Bye.